Hi everybody, I am Mrs. Roeder at the Ocean Breeze Elementary Media Center, and today I'm going to read for you Happy Fell, Arnold and Louise. Penguin Workshop. Chapter 1. Arnold, come quick, called Louise. Arnold ran outside. What's up? Leaves, said Louise. Except they're not up anymore, they're down, all around. See? That means it finally fell. Happy fell, Arnold. Arnold scratched his head. Don't you mean fall? Louise laughed. No, silly. Fall already happened. Fall was when the leaves turned color. Fell is the season when the leaves are on the ground. And today is the first day of fall. I'm not sure fall is a real season, said Arnold. Oh, it's real, all right, said Louise, and it calls for a celebration. It does? Asked Arnold. It does, said Louise. Just then Arnold had a great idea. So did Louise. Together they said, we should make the biggest leaf pile in the world, said Louise. My famous sticky popcorn balls, said Arnold. Popcorn balls? Louise looked confused. But it's a perfect leaf pile weather. A chilly breeze made the leaves dance. It also made Arnold shiver. Arnold looked at his cozy cottage. You go ahead, he told Louise. You're not going to help? Asked Louise. Maybe later, said Arnold. Right now, it's popcorn ball time. Great idea, said Louise. I will help you, then you will help me. Oh, that's okay, Arnold started to say, but Louise was already in the kitchen. What should I do first? She asked. Chapter 2. First, you melt the butter, read Arnold. Next, you mix the melted butter with brown sugar. Then, you pop the popcorn. Louise tried to melt the butter. Oops! It's okay, said Arnold. Then she tried to scoop the sugar. Oops! It's okay, said Arnold. Look, Arnold, I'm mixing them together, Louise called as she slid by. Not okay. Arnold grabbed the table to steady himself. He filled a bucket with soapy water and got a mop. Keep an eye on the popcorn while I clean this up, he told Louise. He was almost finished when he heard another oops. Louise, I told you to keep an eye on the popcorn. Whee! Quiet, Arnold, said Louise. It's just like a leaf pile. New plan, said Arnold, guiding his sticky popcorn-covered friend to the door. Let's go outside and make that leaf pile. Really? Right now? Said Louise. Right now, said Arnold. Chapter 3. Outside, Arnold and Louise gathered leaves. Look, Arnold, our leaf pile is bigger than me, said Louise. So we're done? Asked Arnold. Of course not. It needs to be the biggest leaf pile in the world. Arnold raked more and more and more. Arnold raked like Arnold did everything, slowly and carefully. Luis tried to wait, but whoosh! Luis, said Arnold, now we have to start over. Arnold started over, slowly and carefully. Luis did too. And then whoosh! Luis, stop jumping, said Arnold, putting down his rake. I can't, said Luis, giggling. It's too much fun. You try. I don't want to jump, said Arnold. I want to go back inside. I want to make popcorn balls. But what about our leaf pile? Asked Luis. I tried to make a leaf pile twice. Both times you ruined it before I could finish. Luis jumped again, this time in frustration. Ruined? He said. I was just testing it out, that's all. It doesn't need testing, replied Arnold. It needs finishing. You know what, Arnold, said Luis. I don't think I need your help after all. Great, said Arnold. I will go inside and make popcorn balls by myself. Super, said Luis. I will stay outside and make the world's biggest leaf pile by myself. Chapter 4. Back in his kitchen, Arnold melted butter, slowly. He measured and poured sugar, carefully. He stirred the mixture and popped popcorn into a big bowl, very slowly and carefully. Arnold smiled. Everything was going perfectly perfect, except one important ingredient was missing. Messy, sticky, unstoppable Luis. Outside, Luis gathered leaves. She stacked them in a big, messy pile. She added more and made even bigger and messier pile. Then more and more until it was possibly the biggest leaf pile in the world. And definitely the messiest. Luis smiled. Everything was going perfectly perfect. Except one important thing was missing. Slow, careful, thoughtful Arnold. Chapter 5. Arnold did not like to rush. Rushing made things messy, and Arnold hated messy. But right now he had to rush, even if it meant that he would get a little messy. As everything came together, Arnold began to smile. It was the perfect surprise for Luis. Luis was rushing too. Rushing was her favorite. But she kept dropping things, so she tried to slow down. You need to be careful like Arnold, she told herself. As everything came together, Luis jumped for joy. It was the perfect surprise for Arnold. Soon Arnold heard a knock at his door. Knock, knock. Just a minute, he called. His hands were sticky. His apron was sticky too. There was another knock at the door. Coming, called Arnold, balancing his tray. He tried to open the door, but it wouldn't budge. Hang on, said Arnold. The door is stuck, and so am I. Arnold tried to pull, tried to push. No luck, still stuck. Try again, on 3, said Arnold. 1, 2, 3. Arnold gave an extra big tug. Luis gave an extra big push. Whoa! Oh no! cried Louise. My surprise for you is ruined. My surprise for you is, Arnold started to laugh, on your head. Louise reached up and began to laugh too. Is it a hat? Arnold shook his head. I made my famous sticky popcorn balls. Did you bring me the biggest leaf pile in the world? Louise nodded. I love it, said Arnold. Thank you, Louise. Thank you, Louise. Thank you, Arnold. I'm sorry for messing everything up. It's okay, said Arnold. I'm just glad we can still celebrate the first day of Fell together. You are? Louise was surprised. I thought you didn't believe in Fell. I didn't used to, admitted Arnold. But then I kind of fell into it. That's the way it is with Fell. It's sort of like brr, said Louise. Brr? What's brr? asked Arnold. Louise rolled her eyes. Burr is the season between Fell and winter, she said. Do you remember, Arnold? We always have fun in Burr. I do remember now, said Arnold, and I can hardly wait. The end. I hope you enjoyed that story. Now it's your turn to make up a season. Make up a season that comes in between one of our regular seasons, winter, spring, summer, or fall. Make one up, something that you think of that's different, and then I want you to draw a picture of it. Once your teacher comes back into the classroom, I want you to show the picture to your teacher that you draw of your made-up season, that you drew of your made-up season. And I can't wait to see all of your different seasons that you came up with. Thank you so much for listening to this story. Have a great day. Bye.